Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Another day and the story goes on. I woke up to the news, as many of you did. Some of you didn't have to wake up to it because it happened during your daytime. Here is the post from President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, officially announcing a ceasefire between Israel and Iran. Let's read this first, and then we go to a question if there is a ceasefire, or maybe there is none. Congratulations to everyone. It has been fully agreed by and between Israel and Iran that there will be a complete and total ceasefire in approximately 6 hours from now, when Israel and Iran have wound down and completed their in progress final missions for 12 hours, at which point the war will be considered ended. Officially, Iran will start the ceasefire, and upon the 12th hour, Israel will start the ceasefire, and upon the 24th hour, an official end to the 12-day war will be saluted by the world. During the ceasefire, the other side will remain peaceful and respectful. On the assumption that everything works as it should, which it will, I would like to congratulate both countries, Israel and Iran, on having the stamina, courage, and intelligence to end what should be called the 12-day war. This is a war that could have gone on for years and destroyed the entire Middle East, but it didn't, and never will. God bless Israel, God bless Iran. God bless the Middle East, God bless the United States of America, and God bless the world. Signed by Donald J. Trump, President of the United States of America. This is official post. Now I'm going to take you to an interview that J.D. Vance has given to Fox News. We will just listen to it for a brief moment, and then we go to Iran. Is there a ceasefire, or if there is not, or maybe this is the time frame that was announced in this post that President Trump was referring to, how this process of ceasefire will unfold. So let's take a listen to Vice President of the United States, J.D. Vance.
What happened with Iran in the Middle East and some breaking news coming just now. Joining us this evening, Vice President J.D. Vance. Mr. Vice President, thanks for coming.
Absolutely, thank you.
Just seconds ago, the president went to Truth Social and typed this. It has been fully agreed by and between Israel and Iran that there will be a complete and total ceasefire. Complete and total ceasefire is what he typed.
Yep.
What does that mean? How did it come about? What's the development here?
Well, we were actually working on that just as I left the White House to come over here. So that's good news that the president was able to get that across the finish line. I think what it means, Brett, is quite simple. First of all, the president, without, knock on wood, having a single American casualty, obliterated the Iranian nuclear program. We are now in a place where we weren't a week ago. A week ago, Iran was very close to having a nuclear weapon. Now, Iran is incapable of building a nuclear weapon with the equipment they have because we destroyed it. So that's a very, very big thing. Now, what that means, I think, is we have to talk to Iran and, of course, to Israel about what the future holds. Because while we have obliterated the Iranian nuclear program, our hope and our expectation is that they're not going to try to rebuild that program. And I think that's what the president is really trying to figure out here, is to build a long-term settlement here to where we can have peace in the region, where our regional allies and, of course, the American people, most importantly, can be secured, but where we can ensure that the destruction of the Iranian nuclear program that has already happened is not something they try to rebuild.
I want to get to the obliterated part in just a minute, but I just want to read this fully so I get the.
Okay, so he was going into the same post, going to read it now. One more time, I want to say here my opinion. I don't trust Israel and I don't trust Iran. So now let's go to a video that is reporting on, is there a ceasefire or there is not. Actually, first, let me take you to a statement that comes from the foreign minister of Iran. And what is he saying after what President Trump has posted? So let me find it, everyone. Just bear with me. Here is the statement from Saeed Abbas Arakchi. I'm sorry if I mispronounce. He's the foreign minister, I believe, of Iran. He says, as Iran has repeatedly made clear, Israel launched war on Iran, not the other way around. As of now, there is no agreement on any ceasefire or cessation of military operations. However, provided that the Israeli regime stops its illegal aggression against the Iranian people no later than 4 a.m. Tehran time, we have no intention to continue our response afterwards. The final decision on the cessation, if I pronounce it correctly, of our military operations will be made clear. So that's what he said. This is his statement. This is Iranian TV reporting on that. Now, let me take you to another video, everyone. And let's take a listen. What's going on after all of this?
That we have is that Iran's has issued a fresh statement on the ceasefire matter. Remember, just earlier, the Iranian foreign minister had said that there's been no ceasefire, no talks or agreements of a ceasefire. Now he's come out and on a post, he said that Iran has said its continued military operations till the last minute. It said that the forces had continued to respond till the last minute, till 4 a.m. And remember, Iran had suggested 4 a.m. as a deadline for the truce earlier. Remember, Donald Trump as well had come out and said that a truce has taken place, a ceasefire has taken place. Now Iran has hinted at a ceasefire just after earlier rejecting any sort of claims of a ceasefire or an agreement of a truce. Now the Iranian foreign minister again has posted on social media, and his post, of course, in fact, reads that military operations of Iran to punish Israel for its aggression continued until the very last minute at 4 a.m. This, of course, is a hint that the fact that ceasefire has already begun and there was a last moment of fighting that took place between Iran and Israel. Remember, these developments are coming after Iran had, in fact, attacked a US base in Qatar. Post that, Donald Trump had downplayed the attack and had said that a truce has taken place, a ceasefire and has taken place. He thanked both nations, Israel and Iran as well, for coming together for this agreement. We'd seen immediately after that Netanyahu, Israeli Prime Minister, had held a cabinet meeting. And now Iran's latest statement says that its forces had responded till the last minute of the fight. My colleague Vishal joins us with more details. Vishal, now we're seeing that Iran again coming out and saying and hinting at a ceasefire. This, of course, coming right after Iranian foreign minister having rejected any sort of ceasefire talks.
Yes, these are some interesting things released by the Iranian foreign minister. First, he comes up and says that they won't stop any military activities unless Israel stops. They also gave a deadline of about 4 a.m. local time. It's already around 5 a.m. local time there. And now he has said that they ceased all of their activities around 4 a.m. local time. So it sort of hints that they have already agreed to a ceasefire. So Iran is now almost officially saying that they have agreed to a ceasefire, but it remains to be seen what the supreme leader Ayatollah Khamenei says, because he is the ultimate authority in Iran. And also at the same time, Israel's cabinet meet that happened just about an hour ago, what was discussed in that meeting, that will also be interesting to be seen, because Benjamin Netanyahu, he was the one who started this, because he was the one who gave that go ahead to attack the nuclear facilities and other places in Iran about 12 days ago. So whether or not he decided to stop it, that will have to be seen. But for now, US, Iran both have sort of hinted that this conflict is almost coming to an end.
Right, Vishal, thank you for joining us and bringing us those
So perhaps this clarifies a little bit what's going on. Now, before I take you to the prince, Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi, if I said his name the right way, who is in exile and who might be returning to Iran to set up provisional government, I will take you to his statement. I am under the impression that we are truly watching some kabuki theater here. I question everything. I question even the recordings of Ayatollah, if they are the recent ones. What happened to him? What happened to Netanyahu? What's really going on? You cannot take, in my opinion, anything at the face value, and you cannot believe in everything what you see or what you were told, because they're gonna maneuver your mind in every direction they want your mind to go. So why I'm bringing this to you is to stimulate your own intuition, and from that intuition to use your own self-critical thinking and trying not to be influenced by absolutely no one. Let's go to this article and then to the video. Let me find it, guys, one moment. I will read you very quick part of it. From Politico, not my favorite, but here is the interview. Iran's exiled crown prince says he is ready to take over from Khamenei, I think you say. Reza Pahlavi, son of the Shah deposed in the 1979 revolution, offers to lead Iran's transition to democracy after a regime change. So this is in the article. Now I'm going to play a video for you from several hours ago in which he's making some statements. So let's take a listen to this crown prince who might be returning to Iran very soon.
Our beloved Iran has been dragged into a devastating conflict, the architect of which is none other than Ali Khamenei and his corrupt, destructive faction. He has driven our nation's economy to the brink of collapse, plundered our national infrastructure and resources, squandered the nation's wealth on developing nuclear weapons, shattered Iran's security, and stolen the sovereignty of the Iranian people. This regime is defeated, teetering on the edge of collapse, and must not be allowed to continue. The time has come to end this ruin and begin a new era for Iran. This is a new dawn for Iran's lion and son. Ladies and gentlemen, over the past few days, I have spoken with people across Iran from every walk of life. An officer in the armed forces, a mother fleeing Tehran, a factory worker from Tabriz, a young woman, activist for the Women Life Freedom Movement. These voices represent a nation embattled but resilient, that is not asking for its freedom, it is fighting for it. From the 1999 student protests to the Green Movement, to the 2017 Dema and 2019 Aban Mah uprisings, thousands of Iranians have given their lives in the fight for Iran's liberation. Today, millions of my brave compatriots continue the fight. One of their stories moved me deeply. In September 2022, Jawad Haidari was murdered protesting the Islamic Republic's killing of Mahsa Amini. His sister has continued his fight. She is one of the hundreds of activists the regime has arrested and harassed in recent days. When security forces raided her home, she cried out, "Oh God, where shall we go? Where shall we go to flee from your tyranny?" One by one, her neighbors began to respond to her, "We're not going anywhere. They," meaning the regime, "are the ones who've got to go." These words echo in my heart and should echo in every corridor of power around the world. Today, it is clearer than ever. The Islamic Republic is collapsing. Credible reports indicate that Ali Khamenei's family and the family of senior regime officials are making preparations to flee Iran. The regime is on its last legs in towns and cities across the country. The military is fractured. The people are united. The foundation of this 46-year tyranny are shaking. This is our Berlin Wall moment. But like all moments of great change, it comes fraught with danger. We stand at a crossroads. One road leads to bloodshed and chaos, the other to a peaceful and democratic transition. The difference in these two roads depends on one factor, and one factor alone: whether the current regime in Iran is allowed to survive. If the West throws the regime a lifeline, there will be more bloodshed and chaos, because this regime will not submit or surrender after it has been humiliated. It will lash out. As long as it is in power, no country and no people are safe, whether on the streets of Washington, Paris, Jerusalem, Riyadh, or Tehran. There is only one way to achieve peace: a secular, democratic Iran. I am here today to submit myself to my compatriots, to lead them down this road of peace and democratic transition. I do not seek political power, but rather to help our great nation navigate through this critical hour towards stability, freedom, and justice.
All right, so this is an official announcement. I will attach the link to his entire speech down below in the description box, so just scroll down below the video, you will find it. And here are my thoughts before I end this video for you today. I think we are truly watching some performance. I really question many things. Where is the leader of Iran right now? Where is the so-called prime minister of Israel right now? Just not buying the story too much. I'm not buying the recordings from none of them, the statements. Are they new? Are they fresh? Are they really at the current time happening as the events are happening? Are those events happening? A lot of things is very questionable here. All I know is that I trust God and I trust my intuition, and I am not living in fear and reacting to everything and making judgments right away like many people do. I just want to say one more thing. Some of you might know this, some of you might not. A lot of people that you are listening to and you get influenced by, I'm not saying all of them, a lot of them, don't do it for free. That's all I want to say. Thank you so much for watching, and if you choose to support my work, all the links you find down below in the description box. Lots of love, and remember, we are the leading edge and we are saving humanity. By the way, I have 0 sponsors. Just you, my audience. Bye everyone.